Hey, Chloe! Guess what? Something awesome went down at work today.
What's going on with you? You seem a bit on edge even though you're not at work anymore.
Haha, I already told you it's something amazing that went down today. Can you take a wild guess?
Is it that project you've been going on and on about finally starting to calm down? You're always griping about how swamped you are.
You're partially right. I actually wrapped up that project just recently. Feels damn good to be done with it, I tell you. But hey, that's not the only thing that happened today. There's more to the story.
Well, what is it? Quit playing around and just tell me.
If you're not curious, I'll just spill the beans. The big news is, I just got promoted. Can you believe it? My boss told me that at the end of work today. He said that it's because I've been doing a great job for some time. Isn't that great?
No way. Are you serious?
You bet I am. And guess what? Along with the promotion, I'll be getting a sweet pay raise starting from my next paycheck. Let's plan on grabbing a bite or doing lunch together to celebrate when that payday rolls around. Sounds good?
Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled for you. It's fantastic news, and honestly, no one deserves it more than you do. You're constantly putting in the hard work and dedicating so much time to that place. It's about time your efforts are being acknowledged and appreciated.
Thanks a ton, Chloe. I genuinely appreciate all the support you've given me along the way. I'm truly grateful for everything you've done for me.
Nah, babe, it's the result of your hard work too. You're not only killing it at your job, but you're also holding it down at home. You're an incredible husband, and I couldn't be prouder of you.
Hey, no need to shower me with all that praise. You know how quickly it goes to my head, right? I mean, come on, if you keep hyping me up like that, I'll probably end up tripping over my own feet at work tomorrow. I've gotta stay on top of my game, especially with this new position and new team to impress.
Oh, come on. Cut it out, will you? Just embrace the moment and enjoy the praise for once.
Haha, gotcha. Just messing around, babe. But you know what? With all these positive things happening, it's making our conversations about having a child feel more and more real. Exciting times ahead.
Having a child? Are you sure?
You know, we've been doing pretty well financially with both of us working. It's got me thinking, maybe it's time we start discussing settling down, especially because my salary is going to increase from here on out. We don't have to decide right this second, but I think we should seriously consider it in the near future.
Yeah, you're right. I totally agree with you, but let's not forget that things are going to get even busier for you now. So how about we take some time to wait and see how things pan out? And hey, don't forget, I've got my own job to handle too. Let's keep that in mind as we consider our next steps. For now, let's put the future plans aside and focus on celebrating your well-deserved promotion. I couldn't be happier for you. I'm just as excited about hitting up a fancy restaurant to celebrate. Let's enjoy this moment and treat ourselves.
Someone's got their stomach growling. Sounds good to me. Get yourself ready and we'll head out as soon as I get back. See you soon. Chloe, what's with you not being home before me? I walk in and find an empty kitchen table. Seriously? I'm freaking starving here.
Didn't I mention earlier that I'll be working late tonight? Come on, you know you can handle making your own food. I left some steaks in the fridge for you. Just pop one in the microwave and heat it up. It'll be ready in no time. It'll only take you like a minute.
Are you freaking kidding me right now? Why on earth should I be bothered with making my own food? I've got way more important things to deal with than that.
I get it. Your job has been crazy busy since your promotion, but can you at least handle that much on your own? It feels like you're not lending a hand, even when things are going well for you, right? Shouldn't it be obvious that we should be working as a team during times like these?
Oh, please. That's all ancient history. We're in the present now, and things have changed. Did you conveniently forget about the fat paycheck I bring home after my promotion? You and I are not on the same level anymore. It's pretty audacious of you to complain to the guy who's supporting you, don't you think?
Please stop talking like that. Why have you been talking like that to me lately? You were never someone who would say those kinds of things.
Oh, I see. So now I'm the one acting weird, huh? Well, let me make something crystal clear here. Married couples need to sort things like that out. Plain and simple.
See? That right there. That's not something you would have ever said to me before you got this promotion. Seriously? Just what the hell happened to you? Did something bad happen when you were at work? I might not be able to help, but I can, at the very least, listen to you if you just tell me what's going on.
No, it is not like that. Let me break it down for you. It would be totally unfair for me to lift a finger around the house when I'm the one bringing in the big bucks. Up until now, our wages were somewhat similar. But that's not the case anymore. So as I've said before, it's about time you recognize your place in this marriage, which is clearly beneath me. I expect you to be at home, taking care of all the housework. That's your job now.
No one is higher or lower than the other when it comes to a marriage. It shouldn't matter which one of us is making most of the money. It's definitely been a lot of help to us that your wage has increased, but life isn't just about making money, right? I think that there are a variety of other things that are also important.
Oh, how convenient for you to play the money card. Until you start making more money than me, you've got no grounds to say anything. When it comes to the one who brings in the big bucks, your complaints don't mean squat. So if you're not making much money, you better keep that trap shut and listen to what I have to say.
There it is again. Stop hanging that over my head. Just because you make more money doesn't give you the right to think like that. Didn't we get this far by helping each other out? We got this far together. It would have never worked if one person kept puffing out their chest and treating the other like you're treating me.
That's why I said I was mistaken up until now. It's about damn time you woke up and realized our current situation. Isn't it crystal clear that the husband who brings in more money is always the most important in our relationship? That's how it works in my workplace. And all my friends think the same way too. I was gracious enough to correct myself, given my previous mistaken beliefs. So, if you have any sense left in that head of yours, you better refrain from acting against me from now on. Got it?
Fine. It's pretty obvious you aren't going to change the way you think. Isn't that right? You've made up your mind about how I'm below you.
Well, no surprises there. Of course, I won't change my mind. And that means this is how it's going to be from now on, whether you like it or not. So you better get used to doing all the work and obeying whatever brilliant ideas I come up with. It's your new reality, so deal with it.
I see. So your mind is set in stone then?
You can't be that stupid. I literally just said that. Anyway, I'll let you off the hook for today. So just make sure you don't let it happen again.
I'll keep in mind to do just that. Don't forget what you said either.
Hey, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Didn't I clearly tell you that if you're going to work overtime, you should prepare some food in the morning before you leave? So why the hell is there nothing here right now? Can't you follow a simple instruction?
I've got something to tell you before we talk about that. Is that alright? It's really important to me, and I think you'll find this in particular to be very interesting.
Wow, I couldn't care less about what you think is important to tell me. If you have the audacity to waste your time talking about such trivial matters, then quit dilly-dallying and get your sorry ass over here to make some damn food. It's not like your precious overtime job is that difficult, is it? I mean, let's be honest. You make less money than me, so it shouldn't be too much to ask.
Yeah, about that. Didn't you say that the one who's making more money is more important? Do you still think that?
Ah, finally, you're catching on. It's crystal clear that the one who makes more money is far more important. So, naturally, you should just shut up and do exactly what I say without questioning me. It's about time you grasped your place in this relationship.
I'm so glad to hear that. So, I wasn't mistaken about that then.
What the hell have you been blabbering about all this time? Seriously, you need to quit spewing nonsensical crap. It's starting to make my skin crawl, and not in a good way. You're really freaking me out with your absurdity.
Well then, go to the store and get some groceries for me. I'll also leave all the housework to you. See you later.
Oh, I'm sorry? Do I need to dumb it down for you? How many times do I have to repeat myself? You are the one who takes orders from me, not the other way around. Money equals power, and you, my dear, have neither. Are you so brainless that you can't even comprehend such a basic concept?
Isn't that why I'm ordering you? Why don't you think about it for a few seconds and try to understand? Or are you just an idiot?
I can't believe you actually think you can talk to me like this. Maybe if you put half the effort in your pathetic job as you do into running your mouth, you wouldn't be making such a measly income. Don't you dare push me. I'm generous enough to support you right now. But just know that I can easily make that disappear in an instant.
Okay, then you don't have to support me anymore. Since I'm making much more money than you are, but if you choose to be a good little boy and listen to what I tell you, then maybe I'll support you.
Yeah, sure. Don't even think for a second that you can get away with lying about having a higher salary than me. Only a complete moronic imbecile would be dumb enough to lie about something that can be easily proven. Nice try, genius.
If you think I'm lying that badly, why don't you go take a look at the last deposit into my account? Go ahead. You know the password to the bank app.
Are you sure you want me to do that? I'm going to laugh so hard if there's like $2 in it. I'm going to go look at it right now and expose you.
So did you see it? You were able to log in, right? So what do you think about my earnings?
Are you screwing around me right now? How the hell is it even possible for you to be making this much? It's beyond comprehension.
Do you finally understand it now? I'm making so much more than you, so don't you dare try to oppose me. And in addition to that, stop making a fuss about everything around the house, including not having any food to eat.
Oh, save me the irrelevant crap. None of that matters at this moment. What I want to know is how the hell you managed to make this much money. What shady tactics did you pull off to rake in such a fortune?
There isn't much to it, really. I just happened to get a promotion just like you did. Not to mention, my bonuses are going to be insane from now on.
A promotion? How come I never heard about this?
It's been in talks for a while, and my boss finally offered it to me. I had the stuff with the house, and not to mention, wasn't there also the possibility that we could have had a child? Those are the reasons on why I refused to take it initially. It would be a lot of extra responsibility and working hours.
So then, why did you suddenly want to accept it?
Well, like you eloquently put it, money equals power, right? So if I made more money than you, then you would have to listen to me, right? I was pretty sick of you barking orders at me. Now it's my turn to be queen.
Oh, hold your horses there. You can't seriously be trying to dump all the housework on me, can you? I still have a job, you know. As it stands, I don't have the time or energy to deal with any of this stuff. So find someone else to do your bidding.
I was always doing it before, so it's not like you can't do it either, right? Are you going to oppose me? Even though I'm the one making more money than you? After all, weren't you the one who originally said all of that?
Well, it's not very reasonable if you think about it realistically. Since I get tired due to being so overworked at my job, I don't have the mental energy to get all of these chores done by myself.
Don't you think that I get tired as well, though? But even then, you made me do all the work anyway, right? I never got any breaks or encouragement from you. So wouldn't you say that you are the one who doesn't have any right to complain? I'm the one giving orders, so you should just shut your mouth and listen. Hey, Adrian! Why did you leave the house without doing any of the chores? Also, how come you didn't get any of the food ready before you left? Care to explain yourself?
Oh, give me a goddamn break already. Didn't I tell you that I couldn't since I had to do some extra stuff after work with my colleagues? I had to stay overtime for a last-second meeting. I can't do any chores like this.
Why not? Do you think it's a good idea to oppose me? I'm the one who's bringing in more money. Like you said, that makes me the boss.
I told you before that this is unreasonable. Just think about me for a second.
But weren't you not listening to me when you were the one making more money? You were so drunk with imaginary power from the rules you arbitrarily made for us. And yet, when you're on the receiving end, you're so quick to start whining. You really are pathetic, you know that?
But it wasn't like this, right? I think I may have a change of heart. I take back what I said. Money isn't everything, right? I admit I was wrong. Let's go back to the way things used to be. Didn't you say that's what you wanted?
Sorry, buddy. No can do. It hasn't even been that long since I've been on the throne. You've barely had anything to do, and you've only just started. I had to endure your power trip for over a year. It's been just a week for you so far.
That's why I said I was sorry. Let us put our relationship back on equal footing again. Let's split up the chores like we used to do back in the old days. Wouldn't that be better for the two of us?
Why do I have to listen to you? Am I not more important than you since I make more money? I don't think you're qualified to complain to me.
Just listen to me for a second. This past week, I began to understand what you went through as I did all of the housework even while having to go to work. How you have worked so hard until now for me and to keep the house clean. So let's stop doing this already. I realize now that I was in the wrong. I'm so sorry for everything that I put you through. I'm begging you. Please, go back to the old Chloe that I loved who was kind-hearted.
So what if I was kind-hearted before? The one who pushed me to do this was none other than you, right? This is what you chose, so get over it already.
We talk about wanting a child, right? But what happened if you acted the way you do now all of the time? Wouldn't you be hated by our future child? That's not what you want to have happen, right?
Don't bring the child into this conversation, especially after all you've done. You look down on other people when you have the upper hand. But when you are at a disadvantage, you do nothing but complain right away. I don't need to have a child with a person like that. You will be listening to whatever the hell I say from this point onward.
I can't do this anymore. Please, just divorce me already. I can't be with you anymore. Wouldn't that be the best for you as well?
What are you talking about? Why on earth would I want to divorce you? This is the best time of my life.
Wait, what? But don't you hate me? Isn't that the reason why you were doing this to me?
Isn't that obvious? I've lost all my love for you after you did this to me. You've been nothing but cruel and abusive towards me for a long time. Ever since you got that promotion, you've let the success get to your head. I hate you so much for everything you put me through.
So then, shouldn't we just divorce instead? Then you wouldn't have to deal with me ever again. Why won't you divorce me?
Did I not just tell you the reason just a few minutes ago? I've had to endure a whole year of what you put me through. You made me do everything around the house all by myself without any breaks. I have to do all the chores every day, like cleaning up after you and having to organize all your files after you lay it all over the desk. I had to cook for you on top of that, including having to constantly run to the store to get the ingredients for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it wouldn't be fair if I didn't put you through a whole year as well.
That's sadistic. You know that, right? I'm begging you. Please, just divorce me. I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry already.
By the way, I had a quick chat with your mom recently. She's so unhappy with how you've been treating our marriage like a joke. Sound like she's totally on my side here. It's no use.
You were talking about this with my mom? Our marriage is none of her business. How will I be able to face her now?
It's all right now. You don't have to worry about the money anymore or having to work so hard at your own job because I'm just going to put you through all the pain that you put me through in 1 year. So make sure to listen to what I have to say for this whole year. After that, I continued to push my husband beyond his limits until the day we decided to get a divorce. Initially, I had mentioned that we would wait a year before filing for divorce, but my husband couldn't handle it. He sincerely apologized to me, and it seemed like he had come to terms with what had transpired. I accepted his apology formally when the divorce was finalized. It seemed like he finally woke up to the emotional abuse he had subjected me to and realized just how terrible his mindset had been. Perhaps when we switched roles, he started understanding the pain I had endured due to his awful treatment. I'm not sure what happened to Adrian after our divorce, but I like to think that he became a better person. As for me, I no longer cared about the harm my outrageous husband had inflicted upon me. Finding purpose in my life, I dedicated myself to my job, and I was rewarded with a promotion to my current position. The hard work paid off, as I built a strong reputation at work, which led to my selection as the leader of a new project. This timing coincided with the closure of my revenge against Adrian, bringing me a sense of relief. From this point onward, I can live a liberated life without any ties to Adrian. And I hope that someday I can find a better man who will be with me for the rest of my life.
Hey, where have you been hiding? Hi, Daisy. Just been busy with some consulting lately. And just gaming as usual. Boring. You're either always talking about work or gaming. Let us go for a night out on the town. Or through a party at your place. You also need a new boyfriend. First off, I do not need or want another boyfriend. After that last one, I am good for the rest of the year. And a party? I can't. I am living with people. Worst of all, Elena acts as if she is allergic to any sort of noise, yet she is always screaming. But maybe a night on the town instead would work. You sure you did not have to check on your mom for that? Oh, stop. Just because she got married to my dad does not mean that I am her kid. My mom is Jessica Brown, not Elena Brown. You know, I was just pulling your leg. But yeah, had a rough week. Marketing consulting is my passion, but some weeks just drained the life out of me. And this house is starting to feel so small without everyone living here. You're too nice. If I was you, I know, I would just stop living with them. But it's not my dad that is the problem. It's that wife. Okay, be ready in an hour. I am coming to fetch you. Where are you? Your father and I have been trying to get a hold of you. I am out. You know the stuff that has been happening lately? It is not safe out there. You should tell us where you're going so we know where to find you. Thank you for caring, but I am fine. We'll see you tomorrow morning. I am sleeping at Daisy's. I warned you about that friend of yours, Daisy. I do not like her, but your dad is too nice to say something. If you are not so busy with gaming, you could come out with me one day, and I could introduce you to my friends. You have started again. Yeah, I know we were born in the same decade, but your friends are not my scene. And I do not spend all day on my phone. There's food in the fridge. Warm it up if you're hungry. I do not know why you're like this to me. You know how much I want this living arrangement to work. Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Hey, Buttercup! How was your night out? Finally, you got out of the house.
It was great, Dad. We'll see you after work.
Fantastic, kiddo! Remember that you promised to go to your mom's party on Saturday? Have you gotten her a present yet?
Dad? Yes, I have. I still do not get why I cannot just pop her a happy birthday and have the gift delivered.
I know you do not get along, but that woman gave birth to you. Look, I know change is difficult, sweetie, but you also need to make an effort. What happened between me and your mom is the past, and we are now mature enough that we can have a normal conversation. You do not have to hate her because of me.
Okay, Dad. I will go.
Thanks, Buttercup. Now, what is this I hear about you and Elena fighting? I am not trying to reprimand you, but please, try to open your heart to her. She is trying.
She thinks she is the madame of this house. Yes, of course she is trying. To get on my nerves.
Last night, she was nervous because of how dangerous it is out there. She does not mean to be all mom-like. I married her because of her heart of gold.
Okay, Dad. I will try. But I'm not trying to fight with her. She's trying too hard to be my mom. I am a grown-ass woman who can make her own decisions and take care of herself.
Got it, sweetheart. Need to get to work now, but thank you for all that you have done for me. I know it was not ideal that I should come to stay with you after marrying someone from the office.
Well, I have been living alone since I broke up with Johnny, and the house is very spacious, so do not worry about it. I would do anything for you, Dad.
Wow, kids grow up so fast. Now you are the one taking care of me. After your mom got the house during the divorce, and with the increase in rental costs, we were in such a pickle. But do not worry. We will be out of your hair as soon as we can get a proper place of our own.
It is okay. Stay as long as you need to. I tried to be understanding towards you. I tried to be a good stepmom to you, but it seems that you don't want to give up your lazy and unhelpful tendencies. What now? I am very disappointed in you, Courtney Brown. You know how much that blender meant to your dad. So why did you not accept the delivery? I know you were at home and did not have anything to do. So why did you do that? I was in a meeting with very important clients. I could not just leave. Also, I did not hear the delivery people. Should have sent the delivery to the office. I am not a delivery collector. I also have a job like you do. Job? Sitting on your computer for a few hours and then playing games afterward? That is not real work, my darling. You have no idea how tired I am from coming from the office. When I get there, I need to talk to you. We need to do something about this. You must think I am one of your friends like Daisy. Oh, buzz off, Elena. Hey, mind if I stay with you for a while? We'll go home when Elena and Dad leave for their dinner date. I cannot do this anymore. Girl, just tell him to get out. I cannot punish my dad for her mistake, now can I? He has had it rough since he and Mom divorced. Plus, he seems happy with her, even though she is turning out to be a bitch. When she first came to stay here, she was so nice. Everyone thinks she is nice, but I am starting to see that she is fake. You do not have to deal with this. You're one of the most hardworking people that I know. You have done a huge favor for your dad because you take care of those that you care about. But my girl, that is your house. Yeah, but it seems she does not know that. What do you mean by that? She orders me around like I am a maid. When Dad came home today, she started acting as if I attacked her earlier. He was not in a great mood because of work and was looking forward to seeing the blender. Anyways, they ganged up on me. I left for a drive before I could say anything that was on my mind. I wish it was so easy to kick them out, but that would be so mean. You are too nice for your own good. Please do not let her get away with this. Come over then. I do miss you. We'll be there soon. Thank you so much. Why have the dishes of the past 2 days not been done? I have been busy. And the laundry? It does not take that much to put clothes in the washing machine, you know. Wow, you are so lazy. The other day, you mopped the house with so much water, it looked like a lake. I could have fallen. I am not in the mood for all this. Your father will be hearing about this. And what will he do about it? I do not have to wash anyone else's clothes. That is what the dry cleaners are there for. My dear, while you're in my house, you will help out as much as you can. You do not even contribute to the bills. I know it is your father's house and I am your stepmom, but you will respect me, my girl, or else you can find yourself a place to stay. The hell are you talking about? Wait a moment. Who does she think she is? How can she think that this is her house? Dad, what is Elena talking about? Dad, answer me please before I kick her out of my house. I told you how she is around me and how she treats me, but you have defended her every time. I took you into my house because you have nowhere else to go and you wanted to get a proper house. I will not accept such disrespect.
Sorry, my buttercup. I only just got home now. Elena says that you two fought. Was a busy day at work today, so I could not get to my phone. And about that, I am sorry, Courtney. I thought you two would get along since Elena is such a kind person. It is difficult for me to see you fighting like this. I hope you did not say anything to her about you owning the house.
What? What the hell, Dad? Why does she think this is her house? How could you do this, Dad? Now she thinks that I am a freeloader. I opened my home to you two because I thought she was a nice person. Now, she is showing her true colors. So, she has the nerve to treat me badly because she thinks that this is your house. I tried to be the grown-up and bite my tongue when she was mean to me, but this is on another level.
Courtney, please do not get angry. I did not want it to get too far. I was ashamed that I lost my house when I got divorced from your mom. Elena is young. Out of my league even. I did not want her to think lesser of me.
You should have thought about that before marrying someone young. If the person you are married to cannot accept you when you have nothing, then why are you with her?
You do not understand marriage.
I might not be married, but I do know that you both said the vow for you both to be there for each other, for richer and for poorer.
Please, do not tell her the truth.
Wow, she has you wrapped around her little finger. I could take a lot, Dad. But your choice not to have my back at this time is something I will not accept. Got it?
Let us talk when you come back.
I am not in the mood. I have an online game to play. You will never believe what happened last night. This morning, I threw Elena out. What? Girl, you have to spill the tea. So, I found out why my stepmom was treating me like shit. While she was so entitled and thought that she owned me. And? My dad told her that this was his house. Can you imagine? I feel so betrayed, friend. And then, when I confronted him about it, he tried to make me keep the secret. I told him I could not do such nonsense, so, of course, he asked if we could talk when I came home. I went back home and did not talk to any of them. I switched off their internet and then locked myself in my room, playing a game. They did not get off my door. They were shouting for me to let them in, but you know, I did not. So they started texting me. She called me a freeloader and told me that once I got out, she would deal with me. My dad said some hurtful words, telling me that I was being such a crybaby and I did not care about his happiness. I got pissed off and came out of my room. That bitch had the nerve to take my phone. She smashed it and the screen cracked. I wanted to beat her till she saw stars, but my dad came in between us. How could he let her treat you like that? And she has the nerve. Girl, direct me to her workplace. I can throw hands. Bruh, it hurt. She started again, but I stopped her. I told her to wait there. I went and got the title deeds, which I threw in her face. I told her that I had been more than hospitable, but her behavior as of late had been disgusting. I told her that this was my house, that I paid for with my job. It is not a small freelance gig that she assumes. I would have paid to see the look on her face. Finally, you have knocked her down a peg or two. Dad tried to explain, but she was on him already. I told them that they were making noise in my house, and that if they want to argue, they can do it outside. Also told her she had to pay to fix my phone. Damn, Courtney! I did not know you had it in you. And then you kicked them out? Well, only Alina. And your dad? I am still mad at him, but I could not stand the idea of him being homeless. Oh well, he is your dad after all. This calls for a celebration. Alina is gone!
Hey, Courtney.
Hi, Dad.
I finished work early and I wanted to know if you need me to pick up something for you. I know you like mac and cheese. How about that?
Okay, thanks, Dad. I have a short 30-minute meeting, then I can start cooking.
You do not have to cook. Let your old man do it.
You? Cooking? I remember the last time you tried to do it, you nearly burned your own eyebrows off.
Come on, it was not that bad. Okay, we can cook together then.
Great.
I have a favor to ask. Elena does not have a proper place to stay.
She can get an apartment.
You know we were saving for the down payment of the house.
You or her? Because I know she is just an assistant.
Can she stay with us again? She's sorry. She gave me the money for your phone screen today.
No.
Buttercup, please.
Hell no. I said what I said. If you keep on mentioning her to me and trying to get her back in our lives, then you can leave as well. I thought we were mending a relationship, Dad. Now this?
Sorry for asking.
Listen, you little brat. This is what's going to happen. You're going to sign over the house or your dad goes to jail. Who are you again? I seem to remember a troll with the same name as you. Who is married to my dad? Oh yes, it is you. If you do not want your dad to rot in jail, give me the house. Delusional much? You'd have had a great career in acting if you had the looks. Check the audio I've just sent you. She is accusing my dad of hitting her and wants the house or she will press charges. Your dad would never do that. Why are you worried? She just sent me an audio of my dad apologizing for hitting her. Girl, that is hectic. Are you sure it is him? Yes, I know his voice. What are you going to do then? I have no idea, but I am screwed. Elena has just sent a voice note she received from Courtney's dad and is using it to blackmail OP. Now OP must confront her dad and choose between saving her house or her dad. Find out what happens next time in part 2.